All right. So we had the transmission and transfer case come in, and some weights for the VRD carbon. But let's go ahead and explain what the heck happened with the setup here. So this has AX10 transmission mounting. Now, this happens. This can happen when you're building stuff. Due to the fact that we're using offset pumpkins on the left side of the axle, we were running into an issue where if we were using the mounts on the skid plate that was available, right there, right now, the gearbox is sitting in this direction. If it was sitting in the opposing direction, which I originally had it in, also the gearbox you can flip the insides out to be running this way or be running that way, which is nice. But besides that, we tried that, it didn't work. It being on this side didn't work because this drive shaft was hitting the motor. So we could not do that at all. But we did manage to mount it this way, which works. We have clearance there on the motor. This drive shaft's in working area. This was an extremely close, really close shave. Like, I'm talking, it's almost on there. Like, that's how close it is. But everything will line up. I will drill out one little hole here. I'll countersink a screw to be on that side. So far, this seems to be like a really good setup. There's not a lot of play on the bearings. Everything seems to be good. It's nice and small. So that's really good. The motor's in there. It is hanging. We do have our full travel when it comes up, and the link does hit the mount there. But we're pretty much at full compression there anyway. Or there and around. I don't know if I can move that up anymore. I might be able to, but we'll see. Keeping that low is kind of what I want to do anyway. But we're going through the motions to find out what is happening with this beast. So, now we're just waiting for the back bits to come in, and we will get that thing firmed up. And we have wheels ordered. They should be arriving at some point. But that's where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and throw the servos in there and make sure we got clearance on those. So yeah, we got enough clearance with the standard servo there. Wouldn't have mattered even if we didn't, because we could have just shaved out that post down a little bit. But other than that, I think we're going to go ahead and put that in, and we're going to put the one on the rear in, and we'll get the electronics kind of sorted out what we're doing, and I will be back when we are done that. Okay, so we have got the servos installed. We have not put the horns on yet, obviously, because we need to have those zeroed out. And I don't have, well, actually, that's a lie. I do have many receivers, just not for the remote I'm actually going to use. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. It's getting kind of late. But we've positioned the ESC in there. We got the button down. I did wire this up, so that is not going to hung up. I will tell you guys, I have encountered this one issue with Allie before. I wasn't thinking. Double check to make sure that your shocks are going to be completely at their full drop. before you wire up anything, because Allie, it turned out, was just a couple millimeters short, and what it was doing is it was pulling on the servo cord. No damage was done. Thankfully, it wasn't strung up too bad. We did drill a new hole, so I used a smaller drill bit through the hole, not damaging the threads. I went all the way through, and then I used a larger, little bit dull bit. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So this wasn't as sharp, so it wouldn't keep digging. So it was perfect for making this nice countersunk hole. And yeah, we got 3 screws in there. We don't need to really do 4. 3 should be more than enough. And that is done. So we got the motor in there. We got most of the electronics. We're still waiting on the receiver. A few other tidbits. Waiting on some wheels. And she should be ready to go. Now, this was part of the SC or the TRX4 or TRX6 drive shaft kit, and these were as well, but these are kind of like, so I think what I might do is I might throw a little rubber band on the inside to keep this from sliding in and out too much, because if it's at the lowest point, the inner drive shaft's probably going to be sitting there, which is way too short. So if that floats around too much in either direction, it's going to be not good. It's going to pop out. The front is nowhere near as bad. That's only got a small gap, but here we just got a little bit bigger, more than we want. So I'm going to go ahead and probably do that. I mean, you can really just even glue one side in, but we're not going to do that just in case I have to replace something. But yeah, she's looking pretty black until we throw on the colored body. She's got purple nurple. So yeah, she's going to be a low rider. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much for dropping by to see what was going on, and I'll see you on the next one.
I forgot.